Take 67 billion. I'm not very good at speaking. My mind wanders and I go on tangents that aren't relevant. I forget what I'm talking about. But one of the things that I'd like to do with the channel is give my 2 cents on whatever the hot topic of the fitness, bodybuilding, kind of whatever world is. So, we're going to give this another shot. Even if I post it, it's going to be sloppy though. And my editing's shit too. All of my computer stuff is real hard. I'm kind of an idiot. So, it's just going to be me standing here talking too. No fancy edits or cuts or anything like that. You know, fantastic. So, the current big topic is Jeff's video and fake natties. Everyone wants to know, are the two kids, whoever they are they real natty lifters or are they juicy? Are they some those juice to the gills motherfuckers who are lying to you? Well, what I think about that is that it doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything about what you need to do. Everybody puts so much emphasis on who is a fake natty, who is a natty, who is not a natty. And everyone's reasons for why they care might be different. I don't know. I've been thinking about, why do people care so much? I don't think it's because they want to only admire the people who deserve the most admiration. People are just going to admire the standout cool shit. It is what it is. Duh. Otherwise you wouldn't, nobody would care about the, top level IFBB nonsense. That's just not how people work. You're gonna admire the top of anything. But when someone gets near the top and they say that they did it naturally, still is it like a character thing? Well, if that's the case, then again, people are just going to admire the top regardless. But if it is, then personally, you could just start admiring the journey instead of the destination. You know, start admiring people's workout plans, their diet plans, their consistency, their dedication, all of this stuff. I don't think that's going to happen on a wide scale. It's still just going to be people admire the best, you know, regardless of how you get there. And got bad news in the real world, cheaters win, okay? And that's not just bodybuilding and building muscle or anything like that. In just everything, if there's a shortcut way to do something, the people who don't have a problem with doing that are going to be there more often. Okay? That sucks. But it's just a little bit of maturity thing you need to understand. It just is what it is. So, yeah, 99% of the people at the top of anything are probably scumbags. Cool. But why does that change what you need to do personally? Why does it personally affect you so much? So, it could be really like in a lot of these videos. I just watched Jeff's most recent one that he dropped today, and it's like, what is possible? If you're this FFMI, that's possible. This is possible. Some people, the videos talk like people really want to know what is possible. And then there's the meme where anyone bigger than you is cheating. Okay. Both of these mindsets that people have, where there's a certain thing that is possible and anyone better than you is cheating, are detrimental. They are actually making you small. Okay. You need to live in this Schrodinger's cat world of lifting where everyone is on stuff, and not just because most of them are, everyone is on stuff, so you feel fine about yourself, okay? Which is already where a lot of you put yourself, okay? But you need to have both sides here, okay? At the same time, you need to believe that nobody is on stuff and everything is possible. Because if you don't, you are going to gut your own growth. Because, of course, nobody, it's like a self fulfilling prophecy. Why are there so few big advanced natural lifters? Probably because they were like black pilled out of being a natural lifter early. It's like, if it, see that guy, he's 2 steps above you. So he's fake. You can only reach 2 steps above yourself if you cheat. So they stop what they're doing and they jump on stuff. But also, even if you are like not talking about the new kids and all that stuff jumping on drugs, you personally, if you've made the decision to be a natural lifter, thinking that your limit is just 2 steps above yourself. Anyone who's if they're a little bit better than, yeah, sure, yeah, I remember all those times that I missed a workout, and that person just probably has hit everything perfectly and has pristine genetics. So he's 1 step above me, that's fine. But 2 steps above you, nope, it's not allowed. That shit is banned. They're cheating. So, but you need to have both of these beliefs kind of simultaneously, or you don't really have a belief because you do understand reality, right? You don't be delusional, but you need to be like, okay, anyone who is fucking crazy is on stuff, and there are going to be some people who are crazy who are not on stuff, but you should still just believe everyone who is crazy is on stuff, okay? Because if you were to just if there was a genie or God or something that came down and like, hey, bet on every single one of them, you would be right 99% of the time. So just believe that everyone is on stuff. Okay. Unless you know this person personally, you're close with them, something and like, okay, I trust them. But any stranger on the internet, on Instagram or whatever the fuck, don't believe what they say. Especially if they're gonna sell you something. If they're gonna like, yeah, I'll tell you the secret plan, bro, or I have the supplement, that's not really steroids, it's just supplement, and it's, oh, I'm the only one who sells it, bro. you know don't believe shit. They don't. Most people are willing to lie to you to benefit themselves. Another harsh reality check. I know that shit sucks, but it is what it is. Part of growing up, you gotta figure that shit out. So if they have some other motivation, if it's beneficial for them to lie to you, like if it's directly beneficial, don't trust what they say. Even more so, you should not trust anybody. There's several layers to this. Just off the top, your default position should be to not just blindly trust people, right? Then if they tell you something that's like, okay, this is like Occam's razor kind of thing. Which one's more likely? This person has spent 10,000 hours murdering themselves in extreme discomfort for years, or they've put themselves in minor, unpleasantness and spend a few $100 for a few months. Which one of those is which one is just more likely? Okay, so you shouldn't trust people that say something that's unlikely. But then also the third level there is if they have a motivation, you know, to do so, like if they're gonna get money from you by telling you that, yeah, don't trust that person. Okay, don't trust anybody. But you still need to have the little fake input delusion. You need to live like anything is possible. Okay. At the same time that you think everyone is on drugs, and don't be fucking bitter about it. Anyone who's better than you, don't be like, well, they're only better than. Okay. Now I'm gonna flip the script a little bit, and I'm gonna tell you about myself. I am, in fact, a lifetime natural lifter. I know. And should you trust me? No, you shouldn't trust me. You should, like I just told you, don't trust anybody. But I am. Okay. And my opinion on the whole natty limit, natty ceiling, whatever the crap, is that it's a bunch of bullshit too. I really think anything is possible. I think this through my own, you know, experience. Okay, so I'm about 230. I'm 6 feet tall. So if I'm 16-ish% body fat, which is, yeah, that's probably reasonable, right? Then I'm 26 FFMI, right? Which is above the 25 little soft cap limit. Like, that's shit is impossible. Okay, and, okay, so I'm a natty limber. I'm a natural lifter who's pretty good. Now here's the thing that's opposite of what most people will tell you. I, in fact, do not have good genetics. Absolutely not. Now, I don't like saying that because genetics is a lot more complicated. It's way more complicated than most people act like it is. There's 1,000, 10,000, who fucking knows, 100,000 different variables where you could be good, have good genetics here and shit genetics here. It's not a binary, you have good genetics or you don't. So you don't really want to just, I really don't like when someone, like, the real thing is you don't know, you can't know, and it doesn't matter. You should still just do the best you can, right? But if we are going to think in this little binary world where you either are you have good genetics or you don't have good genetics, maybe you're one of the rare people who have average genetics. Of these three options, I would definitely slot into the bad genetics thing. Okay, absolutely. I've heard someone say before, like, if you have bad genetics, you'd know about it. Okay, well, that's me. I know about it. I would just be dead at birth. Like, I definitely 100% have bad genetics if it's this binary kind of thing. And I've had all kinds of fucking, probably extra, like, everyone has their challenges, right? Cool. But I mean, I'll hit 200 beats per minute just doing a set of curls, man. Like, my resting heart rate used to be like 140, and we're talking for years until I built out of it. I was born without part of my heart. Real shit. Bad genetics. Again, it's not really binary because that doesn't really matter to my muscle insertions or what the fuck ever. But if we're talking in a binary, these people have good genetics and these people don't. I for goddamn sure don't. Okay, and yet I'm a 26 FFMI. Okay, and I've been injured a fuck ton, and I can think about all of the time in my life that I wasted not actually in the gym. I'm not going to bullshit you with being like, I'm the most consistent lifter. I'm the opposite of that. I spent 5 years obese as shit after one of my heart surgeries. And, that shit's still there. Like, I would seem a lot more lean if I didn't have those years of being fat as shit. Like, I've definitely not been consistent. I've definitely just been not that at all. So on the genetic front, on the, you know, hitting everything optimally front, nope, all around. And I'm still like beyond the natty limit. There probably isn't a natty limit, bro. People need to chill out with your anyone who looks good is fake. Okay? I honestly think that if somebody who has good genetics, okay, and they hit shit optimally for 20 years, I really think that they could be on the IFBB pro stage. They could probably hit Mr. Olympia. Just real. For real, I think so. But again, you don't have to believe me. But that's my idea on it. That's how I feel, for real, honestly. I mean, I feel fantastic. A lot of people have like body dysmorphia. They're like, "Oh man, this person's better than me." Man, you know how fucking fantastic I feel with this. Like, if it's as bad as everyone acts like it is, and everyone at the top is on shit, I mean, there's a decent roll of the die that I'm just in, like, fuck 1%. I'm in top 100 on the planet for like actually not cheating bodybuilder or whatever the fuck. Never gonna step on stage really, so but that's the easiest classification for what I do. So I walk around with quite a bit of an ego to myself, thinking, damn, I'm fucking fantastic. And like I said, I have like the problems with my body too. I know my imperfections and stuff, but overall, I mean, I'm on top of the world, literally, possibly. So you could do anything. You just have to try hard enough for long enough. I mean, that's the secret. I mean, I'm not going to sell you any, I'm never going to sell you pills or some stupid plan. Like, hey, man, this is the secret workout. The secret is really fucking simple. If you work harder than everyone else for long enough or enough time, see, I said for long enough because I've had so many wasted years in my life. If you work hard enough for enough time, then you're going to go really fucking far. Okay? So, who gives a fuck who's fake and who's not? Just work hard enough for long enough until you have a good physique and then feel like a god. Because if the zombie apocalypse ever hits, everyone who's not legitimate is going to lose their fucking drugs and they're going to be chemically just women. And you will be an actual, like, fucking muscle king god of the world, motherfucker. Okay? So just hold out for that zombie apocalypse or nuclear war or something where the drug supply is cut off and it's all going to pay up. I mean, people have no idea what the fuck my tone is right now. Like, they don't know to believe me or not believe me. Again, you should never believe anyone with crazy statements. Don't believe people's words. So the point of this channel is to just kind of show you, you know. I'm not going to sell you a plan. I mean, not really. I hope to make some money off of ad revenue with YouTube, but I kind of just want to turn this entire little area into a gym. Eventually get enough money for a power rack, cables, all the shit, and just home workout. Like with the equipment that I have, it's hard to do right now, but actually just work out. And you could just see what I do every day firsthand. It'll just be posted to have a beyond the limit, the natty limit of 25, to break that goddamn ceiling and just be a fucking champion. Because really, if just do what I do here, well, once I have everything set up and I can train for real, but basically, just train like this approximately, have a decent diet for fucking 10 years, don't be crippled as shit from birth, and you'll be phenomenal. And that's kind of what I hope to do with this channel. Me just working out for 8 fucking hours is going to be kind of a pain, kind of boring. So I'm combining it with Let's Play stuff. And I know that, anyone who's been on this channel before for my little flexi days is, they're like, what the fuck is this gameplay shit? Gameplay shit? What? Uh, I got to do something else other than just lift weights in my house for 8 hours. 4 hours to 8 hours, something like that. A lot more. That's it. That's the secret. Train hard as fuck for a while, and you'll be crazy. Your black pill ideas will go away. And are those kids fake natties? Probably. Does it matter to you? Not fucking at all. Okay? People have just the stupidest fucking expectations of what is possible. They carved muscular statues in Greece like before they even understood what protein was, right? Like, Jesus fucking Christ. The reason that daddies, the reason, again, like back, I'm going to repeat myself, but the reason there are not so many big natties is because they just give up the journey before they get huge. Because they're told you can't get huge as a natty. That's kind of it. Stay natty, get fucking huge, work hard. Like and subscribe. Gotta throw that shit in there, right? Later.